Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you may be, or good evening or good night. This is Jen at JensArtyInclinations, a place to create, share and play.
Hello, it's Junk Journal January time, which is hosted by Meg's Journals, and here are all the prompts, with today's prompt being magazines. So these are pages from magazines, believe it or not. I have a wonderful friend and she saves magazines and cuttings and things like that for me. So today I loved these pages and I thought I'm going to actually do some fussy cutting. Just choosing 3 images and I'm going to cut them out, and I have no idea what I'm doing with them at this stage. I'm just enjoying the process of fussy cutting. Although this is kiss cutting because I'm leaving a slight border around the botanicals. So that helps because you can be a little less precise, although sometimes it can be just as difficult to do a kiss cut as what it can to do a proper fussy cut. But anyway, that's how I'm doing them. Now, for those of you that don't know, when you're fussy cutting, turn your page. Keep your scissors fairly straight and turn your page. So then you can be gently gliding your scissors open and closed, and you're turning your paper. For some reason, that just makes it easier to fussy cut. And I don't remember how I first discovered that, but I remember when I first heard someone say it, I was like, oh, yes, that's true. That is what we do. So here's the last one that I'm just doing, this gorgeous big leaf. Isn't it beautiful? So I don't know what these were from. I really should have read them all before I cut them out. But I've gone on now and I've cut the rest of the pages out since I finished this video. So that's wonderful. I've now got some fussy cuts that are all cut out ready to use for different projects. So that, you know, it's wonderful to have a piece that you can finish as a little feature piece on something. But look, it was kind of, and here I'm just going back in. So you can go back in and alter your fussy cuts. You can cut bits off because people who haven't seen the original photo didn't know that that bit was there. So there you are. There's the 3. Now, I had a piece of brown paper. So I just tabbed the top, and I had a piece of baking paper. Then I cut a couple of pieces of just regular coffee dyed paper. And I thought, I'm just going to do a flip up. Now, I had all sorts of ideas. In the end, it sort of simplified itself. But I stuck down the coffee dyed paper too quickly because I wanted to stick the baking paper underneath the coffee paper. But that's all right. All was salvaged. I just lifted it up again and it all worked out. And that's kind of my flip. Now, I was going to put all of these under the baking sheet, but it wasn't quite transparent enough for my liking. So I decided in the end I'd pop them on top. And what I did was I put another piece of washi tape over the little label bits there, and that just made them look a little bit better as I stuck them down. So they're currently sticking to the baking paper, and that's like a transparent piece, or, you know, slightly transparent. Translucent, I guess, is the right word. And then I sewed around the edge to make that front piece a pocket. And as you can see, I did a little thumb hole in there as well. So I've got the second sheet of coffee dyed paper just slips in underneath on the top, and the other one is underneath the flip as a bit more journaling space. So I don't know, just a random kind of flip that was inspired by some pieces that I cut out from a magazine. So thanks to the prompt again, it made this brain go all off sideways. But yeah, I do like how it worked out. So lots of glue on the brown paper because it was a bit heavy with all the extra pieces that I'd put on it. And just to make it extra secure, I just put another little offcut of coffee dyed paper over that tab. And I left it as is because you could journal on that page. You can journal underneath. You can have now a nice little title. And so that went right to the edge, I turned it over and tore it from underneath against the page. So then it's exactly on the edge. and you can journal on the little piece in the pocket in the front. So there you are, something a bit different, something a bit random. I guess it would be wonderful actually to have a few of these through a book. I can imagine them now. My head is, already thinking of using this kind of structure in a journal, in upcoming journals. But that's today, and take care. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'd love it if you could leave me a comment below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed what you saw today. And of course, please subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you next time. And in the meantime, keep creating. Enjoy!